Secretary of State Hillary Clinton presses Congress to approve $100 million in aid to Lebanon. The U.S. Secretary of State told the Senate Appropriations Committee that Tehran is using Hezbollah to communicate with Palestinians, who in turn communicate with counterparts in Egypt. She also explained that Iran is reaching out to opposition movements in Bahrain and are very much involved with the opposition in Yemen. Okay, stop right there. So the Secretary of State is pushing for $100 million for aid to Lebanon but won't push for money to help the suffering in America like the unemployed Americans. I guess they are more important than you and I. She goes on to say that, despite concerns about the approximately $100 million in annual aid to the Lebanese army falling into Hezbollah hands, she pressed for Congress to continue to approve the funding. I believe still at this point we should continue supporting the Lebanese armed forces, she said. It is considered a non-sectarian institution that is national in scope. It has the respect of the Lebanese people from all sects. She concluded, we worry if the United States does not keep supporting the Lebanese forces, its capabilities will rapidly deteriorate. Security in the south and along the border with Israel will be at risk. Okay, again, stop. Must consider continuing funding, she claims, yet every time there is an unemployment bill up on the House floor they shoot it down on deficit spending. Oh what? The American people can take a back seat to the concerns that are going on overseas? What the hell is this? You mean to tell me that if she gets her way with Congress and millions are going to help the Lebanese, but the unemployed in America who are suffering can just go on suffering as it's too much of a burden to fund any money to help those in America without raising the debt ceiling, or who's going to pay for it? Okay, so who is going to pay for all that money going overseas? Yup, you got it, the American taxpayers. However, when it comes to unemployment for the suffering in America, their argument is we don't want to push more debt on our grandchildren. Speaking of the unemployed and jobs, jobless and jobs, isn't it funny how the news keeps feeding you all of this wonderful news that the economy is starting to revive when you hear of less jobless numbers and retail spending for the past few months was better than expected? Yeah, right. My only question is who's doing all of this spending, and while you're at it tell me who's really hiring for these jobs. I mean for long-term employment, not this 4 weeks employment then they let you go only to take on someone else then let them go. This vicious cycle goes on and on to play with the unemployment numbers. Boston state officials say the unemployment rate in Massachusetts remained at 8.3% in January while the state added 5,600 jobs. The Office of Labor and Workforce Development said this morning that preliminary estimates for the month showed more than 3.2 million residents had jobs in Massachusetts, while about 290,000 were unemployed. The jobless rate was unchanged from December, but was a half point lower than the 8.8% rate in January 2010. Massachusetts also remains below the current national unemployment rate of 9%. Officials say job gains were seen in several sectors including construction, education and health services, trade, transportation and utilities, and financial activities. Sectors that lost jobs in January included manufacturing, government, and the leisure and hospitality industry. Nothing new here, same old story, they just keep spinning this report. Whenever these unemployment reports come out, here comes the state report to say the same old song and a dance. If you listen to my previous video I stated that these job offers offered you might get hired today but you're let go within a month. Do you get the feeling that they are doing this in order to play with these numbers? So what do I think? I think they are just playing mind games with you in telling you what they want to tell you. The lies and deception continues while the rich get richer, and the unemployed go on not noticed as the news media draws your attention away to stories like Charlie Sheen has a problem, and how the Middle East is falling into the hands of corruption, while Wisconsin is the starting place of taking away your rights to organized labor. If they succeed this will affect everyone who's depending on a good wage to live on. In the meantime your food, oil, gasoline will continue to rise, all in an attempt to bring you into more poverty while Wall Street will continue to prosper. Face it folks, the unemployed get shafted with the excuse of the budget, but there's no problem giving $100 million to another country which will probably use it against its neighbors anyway, all in the name of security. For months on end these senators have cried budget and who's going to pay for it, when it comes to unemployment, programs and services, with the threat of cutting these services all in the name of budget problems. But I guess $100 million to Lebanon won't matter too much now, will it? All of those unemployed haters won't mind supporting other countries while they complain about their tax dollars going to take care of the unemployed. This is the greatest mind game of all.